Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? I'm here tonight. Spicy pepper, sorry about that. Spicy Saturday chat. Alright, now let's go ahead and start the day off with spicy chocolate. Have a nice day. Whew. Sorry, guys. Messaging somebody. Now, hope everyone is having a good Saturday. And I will show some plants. Don't got as many in here right now because I got some of them outside. Been having them out there for some days now, just getting acclimated. It's gonna be a little while for them, but yeah, um, I still got a number of them around. A few of the plants I've been kind of putting in the window a little bit here and there, just to get used to some of the sunlight. But I know it's going to take a little while for them to harden up. And right now, it's not like we're totally in the clear of the last frost. But I would like to, you know, hope so. You gotta stay positive. But yeah, all right. Let's see. Hmm. Alrighty. Now, let's see. I'll go ahead and show off a couple plants right at this moment. Um, yeah. Some of them, excuse me. Now, there, like I said, a lot of plants are outside, so there's not as many in here. But here we go. Now, this one, as you see right there, that's in the coffee bin, the hydroponic style, non-circulating. So is this one. This guy isn't very fairly tall, so they had a pint-sized cup for a long grower. Same with that one. A couple more non-circulating hydro. That one's actually getting nice height to him. Pineapple plant. This one's in a pint-sized container. Uh, this it's well, no lighting's not very well, but it's purple scorpion. There's several pods on this one. It's actually fairly willing to produce. I haven't pulled any pods off it yet. And here's a few more plants. These, about a half dozen, are getting ready to be hard enough for me to go outside. Basil's looking a little skinny because I trimmed it a bit and waiting for him to bounce back. This one's in a little hydro set, cup. That one, a couple more of them back. The little guy's not doing the best down there, but I'm keeping my hopes up about him. A couple of pepper plants I got back over here. I don't know if I'm going to put them outside, but wait and see. And then this one that I've trimmed back a bit. Just been trying to see how it goes. I got it in a pint-sized container, but I got it chopped in half in a sports cup with some hydro nutrients in that. I'm just waiting to see how that turns out. And then a couple of those, Jace Peach Gold Scorpion and Bush Too Large. And this one right here, that one's a Maruga. This one's one of mine. This is my Funky Mutant. No, not the Funky Mutant. It's the unnamed one of mine. Uh-oh. Excuse me, guys. Give me a second. Sorry if there's any interruptions. There's just been some things acting up with this and everything. Hello, Ruby. Hello, JD. Hello, Ellie. And JD, I do grow reapers, but um, they're nice ones to grow when they're when they're doing well. They can be finicky at times, but they are nice when they're productive. Um, it's just that, like I said, they can be a little finicky at times. I like seeing them when they're full fruit mode. It's really nice to see them in action. JD, the house pepper I grow right now, one of them, some of them are scorpions. The Even though Reaper has been rated as a world's hottest, um, believe me, it is hot. But I've had some brown marugas and chocolate marugas get hotter than some of the Reapers I've eaten. And then last season I had, well, I've had some of the other strains that besides those have burned hotter than Reapers, and had more of a violet burn. But there's other ones that are supposed to be hotter, like the Butla, chocolate Butlas. Those ones are really hot too. Um, there's one that I tried last year. That's one I'm working on. That thing, as of last season, that was the hottest one I had last season. Um, but hey, Sandy, how you doing? But the basil, I've been eating some, freezing some, and giving some to friends and family or coworkers too. So, I mean, the basil, the key just keeps coming back. I've trimmed it back, I've trimmed it a bunch of times, and I started around the end of December, and yeah, and it's actually been going really well. And yeah, those have been doing really well. Oh, this is one of my hot candies. Another one's strawberry. Mm, yep. Yeah, that's really strawberry. That one's spread around slowly. Mm. Woo. Woo, woo, woo. Nice. Now, when that one spreads around like that, you get all right that good tickle right here in the back of the throat. And then it just shoots to the nasal passage. It gives you that good tickle right here that makes you really want to sneeze. Now, Ellie, what I've been doing with the basil is I don't just chop it. What I do is I go to the leaf, cut the leaf right at the stem. I don't just cut the branch off or anything. I just cut the leaves off. And yeah, that's what I would mostly do. I'll just go in there and just cut it down. I mean, which is common for people to do. I'm not saying you do that. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying what I do. I just will go in there and just go ahead and cut right at the stem where the leaf meets it, the stem of it. And I do that with multiple leaves and just keep doing that. A lot of time, if you check it around right by where the leaf meets the stem, there's going to be that little growth right there. And you can, I mean, even after you cut it, you can see like looks like something else growing right in there. Well, that's a little node coming in, and then it'll actually come out and be an extra branch, more leaves, more branches, more leaves. And yeah. Okay, Ali. Yeah, see, but that's what I learned when I've been trimming plants and that. A lot of time, if I'm just doing a simple trim, I just don't go chop. Like I'm chopping down a tree or something. I just normally just cut certain leaves off and let the plant grow in where it's needed to be. But some ones I'm waiting for to come in, do a little different with is some that are called Opal Basil. So it gives it like a opal color, so it's almost like a purplish type of look to it. Not sure the flavor on that type of basil will be when I get it in, but the basil I just have shown or have been showing is Thai basil. So that's why the leaves don't look as large as some of the other variants or strains of it. Uh oh. Alright, Ellie. Check it later. If you're going to bed, sweet dreams and all that stuff, alright? Be well and have a good morning as well to come. Alright. Now, and anybody in here watching, let me see some of those thumbs up icons in here. Ah, how's it going, James? Hmm. Smell the spices in this one. Oh, I thought chocolate. Yeah, James, I was at work earlier today myself. Hmm. Try not to talk too much. I don't know what chocolate all over my face. Hmm. What's up, Adam B? Sandy, I showed us a few plants, but I just kind of briefly went over them. I don't have a problem going over the plants again, but some of the plants aren't here right now because they're outside. But I can show you the ones that I do have in here. I do have a handful, so I can show those off here in a second. All right, all right. Well, give me a thumbs up if you want to see the plants, and I'll see what I can do for you. No, I'll show the plants in a minute either way. So, uh, but yeah, um, was going to be on a little bit sooner, but connections was acting up and Hangouts on Air was acting up a little bit as well. All right. If there's any other questions or anything, be sure to let me know, and I'll do what I can to answer you. All right. All right. Here goes the hydroponic, non-circulating. This one as well. These little guys. Some of these, as you can see, I do got soil, except for that one there, and a couple other ones here. So, and this guy hasn't been getting the best light, but still standing up there. It could use a bigger container. I mean, for the height of the plant, yeah, we could use a taller container. But then that one over there use a little bit more light. It's being kind of overshadowed by the other one and the basil. And the basil looks a little trimmed back because I have been cutting these off a lot lately. And these several right here, there's like 5, 6 kind of thrown together. But they're all just in together because I've been putting them in some natural sunlight to get them a little more ready for outside. And then, yeah, it doesn't look like you got as many plants in here right now, but that's all because, as I mentioned, I'm working at getting my more acclimated outside. Whoopsie. Just knocked over a little roll of tape. I still got a couple my cross in the arrow garden. I'd really cut it back because a couple leaves weren't doing too well, and I still had to readjust from when I kind of roughed up the roots from when I pulled the other plant out of there. And yeah, it was just like, but I did end up cutting off all the big leaves, and it's growing all the leaves back, and it's budding up pretty well. I wasn't expecting it to bud up that quick, but alright, it's fine. Yeah, so, let me see here. Yeah. This one's salted caramel. Yes, that's one of my candies. That one I just ate is a salted caramel. And candies are available. And I am thinking about doing candy giveaway. I plan on doing that sometime in the near future. Yeah, there's ideas I'm tossing around for that. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that this season goes with the plants. I have hard candies and I do have chocolate type candies. And in the chocolate forms, I do have different flavors. I do have the milk chocolate more variety, the dark chocolate more variety, salted caramel, strawberry, and vanilla. And there's something else I'm working on, and I just haven't thought of which method I'm doing about that. BD, all my candies are not all the same heat level. It just really depends. Um, I mean, if you just like them hot, then I can make them hot. But if you just like them not so hot but spicy, then I can do that. You know, like, or if you just more like the flavor of the pepper flavor in there so much, maybe. But it just then I can even make non-spicy versions as well. It just really depends on what a person likes out of it. Yeah. Now, Adam is not a particular pepper I like to use in them. It's just um, what I use in them is a mixture, or is from some of my blends and that. It's not exactly a particular strain used in there. So some people focus more on one strain or one certain varieties to put in them, but I use a certain method of mine at my own discretion with it, and to express certain flavors and certain heat levels and certain burns and stuff like that. Now, so um, yeah, it just really depends on what. Sometimes a person likes to specify what they want, so I try to work with them on that. All right. And and yes, just to reiterate, I am doing planning on doing candy giveaway at some point. I'm just doing not decided. I haven't fully worked out the details of that, but I'm working on multiple takers on that. Um, so this one's milk chocolate. So uh, I can talk, but I don't want to spit out this chocolate all over the place. That one's got a little tingle. Now, definitely milk chocolatey. Um, yeah, in regards to that, one, I may say, a couple grand prizes or something, but I'll just do a box of this and that and the chocolates. No, this is just preliminary thoughts. It's not really official. But and then some of them will be the bubble mailers. But um, I realized it just the other day. It's been a while since I actually thought about it too much, but I still got a fair amount of garden seeds from that some of my giveaways. You know, albeit let's say some carrots, radishes, and maybe a few other things, and some flowers. So radishes are fast growers. You can harvest, have them planted or sown in the your medium of choice, and have them harvested within a month. That's how fast radishes can grow. So easily, let's say if you got like a, let's say if you got like a 6, 7 month or so, maybe 6, 7 month plus growing season, then technically you can have like just about that many, uh, about 7, 8 months or 7 months of harvest of radishes, because radishes you can plant the seeds of radishes and have them harvested by the end of the month. Some maybe 3 weeks later after you drop them in the soil. The reason why I've known them is because I've done with radishes before, and they can be harvested within the month and within a few weeks after you drop them in the soil. That milk chocolate was a little bit hotter than that salted caramel. Um, but yeah, so um, but carrots can take a little bit longer, but you can easily have a couple harvests of carrots within a season, at least a couple. Because you can start them in cooler seasons and then or start them in spring and then have them going. You can have some harvested by summer, and then start some in summer and have some harvested by fall. But yeah, so um, yeah. Alrighty. I mean, if you got any questions for me, let me know. But alrighty. But anyway, if you guys wanted to talk about pepper plants and stuff, and then by all means, here's a pepper plant of mine. This one's actually got some pods coming in. Um, yeah, yeah, that's cool, Gary. You still got time to wait. You got plenty of time to wait to put your plants out. I know a lot of people are itching to get theirs going in the outside. Um, yeah, you got plenty of time for the weather to stabilize. So I mean, you can give you some weeks, whatever. I know a lot of people are rushing to get stuff out. I mean, I know having plants inside is a lot of work. You get them outside, able to do their thing, and then let them do their thing. I mean, nature being them being outside is a definitely plus because there's so many factors that help them go out, work outside. So, um, yeah, but yeah, um, you know, natural sunlight, weather, and all that stuff. Actually, they grow really well being outside. Gary, I have plants outside, but they're not fully established to being outside. A few of them I just put out there. Some of them I put out a few days ago. They're not always quick to get acclimate that well. Um, Hardening is not exactly an easy process for me because I'm on the job I'm working. I work first shift, so I don't really have a lot of time to move plants around, get them to harden off or anything. And plus, I do not have any shelters or any shade cloths or anything like that. Put them out to where they can get acclimated quicker. So I can't just throw them out there because I know what happens when you just throw plants out from around here, or in my experiences, I know what happens when you just throw plants out there. I've had entire little flats of them just die off because I just wanted to say, here you go, and just throw them out there. And so, yeah, but I mean, me myself, I mean, I would like to have like a little shade shelter kind of thing or shade cloth kind of thing where I can just do like a mini hoop house kind of effect with a shade cloth or something and kind of you know acclimate to them to the sun better. But yeah, I mean if you can just purchase plants, that's the easiest route, most efficient route. Yeah, actually, I mean because you can just go get a bunch of plants and then they'll be already acclimated and everything for outside. Then all you basically gotta do is just put them out. That's the easiest route. I mean, not unless you actually start them outside and everything yourself. If you got enough good enough season to do that, then do it. Because I mean, I've done it. I've done it before. I've done it plenty of times. Starting them outside. It just takes the initial time a while to get them going. That's all. I mean, but if you're eager to get them a jump start, then do it. I mean, if you can get the jump start, then hey, props to you. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but yeah, Adam, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Not grow from seed. The easiest route is going and buying the plants because you don't have to buy any of the extra stuff. You don't have to buy this or that. You don't have to buy soils. You don't have to buy the extra planters to grow them inside, or you don't have to do this or that. You don't have to go through the whole major transplanting process of the whole thing. That saves you a lot of time. I mean, it's nice. No, that's fine. I mean, yeah, that's fine, Adam. I mean, that's cool. Um, I would say this is only a suggestion, Adam. Um, start with a few, then work your way up. Because if you just jump from not really growing too many from seed to a whole mess growing from seed, that's just gonna it'll be difficult. I mean, what's cool is it's fine to grow more than you need because I mean it's fine. Like say if you have a thought to grow like maybe 30, 40 plants, something like that. If not, this for example, it's okay if you have about 20 plants over than that or 20 seedlings over than that because you can't play. There could be extenuating circumstances like weather could a bad gust of wind or it rains pretty hard or something else, an animal it messes up or some kid tramples on your plant or something or whatever it is, and then you have some other seedlings around back or other plants around as backup. Then you can put that one in its place. That's always nice. But I was going to say, if you grow extra more than you need, you're confident the plant's going to make it, then just you can give away a few to people or whatever. But that's what I do. I always grow a few extra more than I need, and ones I don't or not able to use, I just give them to other people. I mean, it's always like that, man. I mean, you can never account for what nature has in store. I mean, because sometimes what happens actually, it happens to me, it happens to any other grower. It, a plant could just not make it. I mean, there could be a big explanation behind it besides that the plant just gave out. So, just in case, have an extra of that one plant you're trying to grow. That's all. Hey, don't be too afraid of that. Just wait till you know when the last frost date is around. Because last year, what had happened with me is that sometimes last frost can be, I can even have a last frost up to the Mother's Day or so. So basically, I'm not really fully in the clear myself. Like, I mean, I mean, each year has been progressively odd around here lately. About like 5 years ago or so, it actually heated up in, let's say, March, early March, and then it just stayed warm all the way up, warm, hottish, all the way to up to pretty much November, and that was awesome. I would like that more often around here. I mean, because I was able to direct sow a lot of seeds in the dirt, just like that. Just get a little bit of moisture here or there. Next thing you know, whoop, plant just up goes. In regards to bug problems, I usually have a lot of little extra critters running around, like spiders and a few other things, and you know, and some praying mantises here and there, and some other types of bugs that feed on bugs. So that actually, and ladybugs, and a lot of those little critters that come around feeding on other things helps out a lot. So, and if there's an ant problem or anything, use coffee grounds. Used coffee grounds helps a lot with some bugs or a certain number of bugs. But um, used coffee grounds would definitely drive a lot of certain bugs away. And plus side about used coffee grounds, it can work as a nice additive to the soil. Yeah, yeah. Every so often I'll run across some of them. And another thing that shows up around my garden for the most part is cicadas. And cicadas are 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 interesting and cool little creatures, or cool little guys. Um, every year they tend to pop up from the soil, climb up the plants or whatever, and then hang on the branches or leaves, and then emerge from the shell and then just take off. They're pretty cool. You ever see them and all that? It's pretty cool. They emerge from the little shells kind of like a butterfly almost, and then fly off. They're not the same as a butterfly, but they emerge from the little shell, hang there for a minute until they get their wings strong enough, and they take off. Something like a butterfly would do. Hey, what's up, Freaky Geek? And living and learning. How you guys doing? How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well. Yeah, Adam. Cicada is cool. I don't have a problem with being around. I got some interesting pictures of some of those. A lot of them, I even have some of them that'll come up here and hang on my peppers until their wings are nice and good to go, and they can fly with them, and then they'll just take off. Got this little batch here. This one's a nice strong batch. Now, ooh, a little warm in here. My finger's a little warm for this. The reason why I was saying that is because I can feel that it's starting to change the consistency of this candy. We will have a few interesting projects for the summer. Definitely going to have to, like I mentioned it before, split up these pineapple plants. I think I got about like a half a dozen plants all in one container. So that'll be a project. Sorry, I'm licking my fingers. Um, I do got a couple of plants started in the arrow garden again, along with the cross I've had in there. As I mentioned a little while ago, I did trim the big leaves off my cross that I had in there to let it focus on regrowing. And it's growing back some extra little foliage and a lot of little buds, sort of trying to flower and all that. But um, what I'm going to probably end up doing is taking that out of there. I should have taken it out before, but I just didn't. And then I just haven't thought about what container I'm going to put it in. I know I got an idea, but yeah, probably not going to put it in that one container. Put it in a clear one so I can actually see, monitor its root growth. Um, yeah. Yeah. But, alright, everybody. I do have a couple older videos still that I should upload. I've been meaning to talk about one of them for a while. It was of the hottest pot I had of last season, and it was a mean one, very mean one. But yeah, all right, everybody. Um, yeah. Hmm. As long as I can, there's a couple leaves I can cut from the basil. But yeah. Alrighty. Hold on a second. show the little flowers on it. And then, let's see if I can get a look at this little pot here. There's a couple pods on here, but one's getting a little overshadowed. Can't get a good look at the color on it. But got these seeds as purple scorpions. And alright. I'll show a couple of the plant roots. Some of the hydro ones. Let's see. This guy. Be a good spot to grab. Alright. Gary, I'm not sure how many super hots I'm growing this year. Past season or two, I have not really kept count. To me, I don't focus on the number of pepper plants so much. A few years ago, one of my sisters counted and said she had counted uh, more than 110 plants that I had, and it seems like it's increasing each time, but I don't know. I just I just stopped counting the amount I had just because I'm focused so much more on just the care of the plants rather than quantity of plants. But here's this guy. Gotta get this lid off here. There it goes. Check out the roots on this. Nice roots going. And right now this container is roughly about half full, a little less than half full. Alright. Now I'll show this little moruga over here. And this one's actually been jumping up pretty well, responding rather nicely. I don't even really have to open it, but see if I can get that in there without that glare so much. But yeah, there's a moruga plant. I mean, I just within the last so many weeks I've put it in here, so that's a good, really good root development on them. And it has perked up a bit since I pulled it out of the seed tray. And yes, I do still have a number of plants in the seed tray that I started within the last few months. I just never transferred them out because I just haven't felt too motivated to do such. It's not that important. It's not that, I don't know. I just never haven't felt the urgency to do that. So, let me see. I'll get this one. Get a good grip on this guy. Come on, plant. Stop catching on others. Stay in your place. Now this is more kind of variety I've been working on. Now purple scorpions I haven't seen really too much on. I mean, there's purple ghost scorpions, there's purple ghosts, but the purple scorpion strain itself is a little different. Here's a root system on this guy. Then he's actually soaking up the water rather well. And yeah. Gotta get this one back over here. Give me a second. Nope, stand that plant back up. But this one here is going to be a rather nice looking plant so far. And nice size leaves. Nice roots. And I like to see them get to a point of when they're ready to produce something, but they'll do it when they're apparently when they're ready. Sometimes I've noticed that in soil they seem to be more eager to do such, produce something. Like that purple scorpion. It's in a pint-sized little planter thing, literally pint-sized, and it's in a soil medium that it's producing, and it's taller. So it just really depends on the plant. Um, let me see. Get this little guy over here. Give me a second. Should get something to stabilize on this plant more. Because it's getting way down by the pot around it. And this is a strain I'm working on. Here's take a look at the size of the pot on this guy. Literally in a pint-sized container. Literally. So yeah. No, for the size of that pod versus that plant in a plant-sized container. You know? So yeah. So interesting that it's actually the way it is. But alright. do got some updates coming, and I did want to let you guys know about the little, candy thing I'm be doing in the future. But since I'm over here, I'll go ahead and show the arrow garden real quick. My cross plant doesn't look the best right now, but that's because, like I mentioned, I did cut off the bigger leaves and it's growing back. So, and then we got a few seedlings over there. The one in the far back looks like it's leaning a little. That's well, one of my hybrids. Three of them are, well, most of them are hybrids in here. So, whoops, there it goes. There goes the light. That was the timer. This one right here is more of a mid-range or not a high heat, and this one's more of a cayenne type of hybrid. That one back there is a variation of a jalapeno that I've been working on. Very nice in its grain. And then this one right here, this little guy, that was an ultra high strain. That's one of the mean ones. And then, all right, everybody. Just figure I'd show you a quick trip of that. And check the messages or anything. And then a little pot, that pot, and then plant that's in the pot size container. Those plants or the pods get a lot bigger than that. But there is a number of plants and strains that I'm definitely going to be working on. So, I got ideas this year about doing some crosses and that too. Got a lot of projects this summer, and it's awesome to have that filled up with things for me to do. And this is something I do enjoy with the plants and gardening, and there are health benefits that I do get out of it from not only doing the gardening aspect, but also from the peppers itself. All right, Gary, check you around. Hopefully, see you next time on the next stream or whatever. And have a good rest of your weekend. Be well. And all right, everybody. I'm going to get ready to call it night here soon. So, if anybody has any questions or comments they'd like to share, or anything they'd like to ask me before I go, and please feel free to do so. And yeah, and thank you, Adam, Johnny, and everybody else that's in the stream right now, watching. Thank you for joining the stream, and anybody that may be viewing this. Thank you. I appreciate it. And yeah, I appreciate you all. And thumbs up to y'all. Hopefully y'all can feel the same about me. Now, and yeah, right now I still, even if I don't give away all the seeds that I still was planning on giving away before, I can still find eventual use for them. So, but all right, keep in mind that everybody, I'm still getting works of the candy contest giveaways and whatever. I haven't fully worked out the whole details of it. But all right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Living and Learning, and BD. I hope your plant recovers, and if the plant, or if the branch doesn't, heal itself back on there, maybe you can propagate the branch and have another plant. So hopefully, it works out. All right, everybody. Um, Sorry I didn't have any peppers on the stream tonight, but I had some plans, and with any luck, or with any luck from the weather, cooperation from the weather and everything, I'll have some soon. And all right, guys. All right, guys. Let's see. Just check a couple things. All right. Thanks again, everyone, and appreciate y'all coming and watching. And please, you know, hit that button and and yeah, appreciate it. Spread the love and like, subscribe, share, any of that stuff, any combination of thereof or in. And remember, keep it spicy and have a good night, weekend, week, and all to come. And thanks again. Hashtag keep it spicy. Peace out and later. Oh. All right, thanks guys. Thanks again. Thanks for stopping in. Peace out.